Hello. Welcome to this video. My name is John Bosco. Welcome to Deep Tutors. Now, I hope you had a very amazing Christmas celebration and a New Year celebration. And I want to officially say Happy New Year. Welcome to 2022. I can tell you, we have a lot of opportunities for us to be able to achieve whatever we said to achieve this year if we can be consistent and be doing what we're supposed to do every single day. So in this video, I'm going to be doing a very short video, sharing with you my thoughts over the cryptocurrency market. Now we'll see what started happening in cryptocurrency market in November. We had a year down market in November. We also had it in December. People kind of scared. They don't know what will happen next. Everybody was expecting Bitcoin to break the mark of $100,000, but it never happened. Now, this is what we call psychology in the financial market. When you expect something to happen and that thing did not happen, it is called market psychology. Because why? This is what everybody is expecting. Now, the market disappointed people, make people to be like, oh, this thing might not happen again. I can tell you, before you know what will happen, Bitcoin will just hit $100,000. Take some people unaware. But if people who understand market psychology understand that these things can happen, because anything can happen in the market. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you my thoughts. Are we in the bear market? Are we on the bull market? I'm going to be sharing with you things I want to share. But if you have not subscribed on this YouTube channel, I want you to click the subscribe button and click the like button so you can be on the loop. Because why? I have an amazing content that I'm going to be sharing with you. And before the end of this video, I'm going to be sharing with you another video I'm going to be making that you don't need to miss. Now, how do you get access to this video? Is if you subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on the post notification so you can be getting alerts every time we post new videos. I believe you've been getting massive content from our videos. Now, let's go straight to the chart to see what I have to share with you in this video. All right, now, I believe you can see my screen. Now, this is the cryptocurrency market chart, the altcoin chart, the total altcoin chart, everything in cryptocurrency. Now, this was before I did. Okay, let me go ahead to remove this so you can see it very clearly. Let me go ahead to remove this. This was what I was actually analyzing. I'm going to be sharing some things with you, for you to see that we are not on the bear market. I'm going to be sharing some things, amazing information. You don't need to miss this video. All you need to do is to stay to the very end to see what I'm about to share. Now, look at this chart. This is the whole thing that been happening in Bitcoin since 2009. Now, this is the total Bitcoin market cap, total cryptocurrency market cap. Now, this is it. Now, this was the all-time high of 2017. That was, this is what we call, blow up top. Now, this was the all-time high of 2017. Now, this was the 2 years bear market, talking about 2018 and 2019. The market lingered for 2 years. Now, this was 2020 towards COVID-19. When there was a lockdown, there was a sharp drop in the market. But when people understand that the lockdown wasn't that too serious, the market started recovering gradually. Now, the market started recovering towards October 2020. You can see October 2020, we started seeing things happening and the market started recovering amazingly. Now, if you understand price action, if you understand charts, if you understand price action, you agree with me that what is happening here is not something new. What is happening in the cryptocurrency market is not something new. It is something that has been happening in the market. Just that people don't know what is happening. That is why whenever we are having sellings like this, they panic. You don't need to panic. All you need to tell yourself, how do I know when we have already gotten to the top and when I should be taking my profit? You need to know these things, because why? If you don't know, the market will always do its thing. Whether you are in profit or you are in loss, the market doesn't care. What the market will do is the market will do its thing. So it is important that you pay attention and have what we call little knowledge about the financial market. For example, if you are too emotional, you don't want to be seeing yourself losing so much. Now, you just need to have an understanding, knowing when to come in and when not to come in. Now, look at what is happening here. People don't like buying Bitcoin when it has this stage. Now, this is when the noise was down for 2 years. Nobody was coming in. Now, guess what? People started buying Bitcoin when we started having noise. This was the noise of 2021. This is 2021 noise. Now, this is when people started coming in, buying Bitcoin or buying altcoin. Now, do you know what happened? The market corrected. Now, when the market was correcting, people started, panicking. They don't know what's happening. Now, they don't want to buy at this level. But when the market move up, this is when people want to buy. But people don't want to buy when the market is down. They only want to buy when they hear that the market is doing some crazy percentages. Now, this is when people start risking their money. I can tell you, it is not really so for you to start doing this. Now, I'm going to be sharing you some statistics that made me to believe that cryptocurrency, that we're not going to have that bear cycle people were expecting. Now, let me explain why. Most people were expecting that what happened in 2017 will happen in 2022. For example, having 2 years bear cycle. I don't think that will happen, because why? If you look at 2017, if you have been around in crypto in 2017, now what has been going on in 2017 is not what is going on right now. In 2017, nobody was talking, no big institution or big investor was talking about Bitcoin. In 2017, it was like a retail game where people, it was just the retail investors who were coming into cryptocurrency. They were the one pushing cryptocurrency in 2017. Now, 2021, we saw so many people coming into cryptocurrency. We saw so many companies adding Bitcoin in their balance sheets. We saw MicroStrategy, buying lot and lot of Bitcoin. He keeps buying. Now, these things was not happening in 2017. We saw Elon Musk, doing so many things with cryptocurrency. We saw different things. We saw a country like El Salvador, making cryptocurrency the legal tender in their country. It's amazing. All these things were not happening in 2017. We saw Apple CEO owning cryptocurrency. We saw different things happening, how people are adopting this thing every single day. Now, what does this thing mean? It means that people have come to the realization that this is a massive technology that's about to take over the world. Now, people started positioning themselves. Now, not just that, for the first time in history, in 2021, the cryptocurrency market crossed the $1 trillion market, $1 trillion market cap. Bitcoin was worth over $1 trillion plus. Is amazing. That is to say that this is an industry that is growing, that is not going anywhere. So I'm going to be sharing some things in this video that that make me to believe that we are not on the bear market. All right, now let me go ahead and share this thing to you. Now, the total population of people using cryptocurrency right now is about 200 million people. 200 million people all over the world are the ones using cryptocurrency right now. And we have over 7 billion people all over the world, but we just have only 200 million using Bitcoin right now. And there's an estimation that over 1 billion people will be using cryptocurrency by 2017. Now, what does this mean? Now, this is people accepting this technology, accepting this new trend that is about to change the world. Not about to change the world, it's already changing the world. People have already started seeing what is happening in this industry. Now, this is one of the beautiful news I want to share, that this is a really growing market and we are not going anywhere. Now, I want to show you something, a chart really interesting here that most people don't even know. Now, this is NASDAQ chart. Now, what does NASDAQ represent? Now, NASDAQ represents how people adopt the technology, how people adopt technology from 1980 till today. The adoption of technology. Now, if you look at here very closely, now this was when everything started in 1982, when the buzz of internet was everybody started talking about internet. Now everything was on the flat. Now, when people started beginning to understand what internet is, now you see what happened. The market skyrocketed. Now this was the top. I don't know if you have heard about the dot-com boom or the dot-com crash. Now this was the dot-com crash that happened in 2000. The market crashed heavily. And guess what? The market lingered for 2 years. For many years. The market lingered for many years. Now the market dropped a bit. Now what made this market to drop? When we had the economic meltdown in 2009. Economic meltdown in 2008, sorry. That was when the market dropped like this. And from there, the market started going up. You can see the market has been creating all-time highs. Now this drop was as a result of COVID-19. That was what signified this drop. Now, what does that mean? It means that since that time, the adoption of technology and internet is on the rise. The market is not dropping. Now, what do you think will happen to cryptocurrency market? I can tell you, this is how cryptocurrency charts will look like in the next 10, 20 years. Because of what? The adoption rate right now is on the increase. That is why I can tell you that we are not on the bear market. And we are not going to see that kind of bear market we saw in 2018 and in 2019. Because why? People has come to the realization that this is here to stay. Governments are talking about it. Central bank of different countries, different countries are working on their central bank digital currencies. Countries like China and so many of them are working on it, to tell you that people has come to realization of blockchain technology, that this is changing the world heavily. Now let's go back to the chart. Now, this is the total altcoin chart. This is the total market cap, the total money flowing in cryptocurrency. Now look at, as a trader, if you're a trader, you understand what this thing means. Now this is very simple. Now the market created what we call an all-time high. We call this thing a higher high. Now the market dropped and created what we call a higher low. Now what happened next? The market created another higher high that was above the previous. The market creates another higher high that was above the previous high. You can see this high is more higher than this. Now, what is the market doing right now? The market is doing what? Higher low, whereby the market will find a base at this level and grab liquidity and move up to create another higher high that will be higher than this high right here. Now, if you are buying any cryptocurrency right now, I think this is the best time for you to start accumulating. I can tell you, when you see that the market has gone so high, but the price of the market has gone so high, the market price, the high, we have started creating another all-time high that is above this particular high right now. Now, this is the time you start doing two things. You start taking your profit and managing your risk. Now, when we see we have had another higher low, this is when you start buying. And this is what is happening right here. This is a simple example of what we call uptrend. For people who are, Elliott wave traders, I can tell you, they have a whole lot to say about this. I'm not an Elliott wave trader, but I can tell you, we are not in anywhere bear cycle. The market just did what we call higher low to grab liquidity at this level to create another higher high for us to start trending higher. Now, this is how the market will usually goes. I can tell you, if you're a trader, probably you are trading Forex or you are trading anything, you agree with me, what I just explained right now, it's just a normal market price action, like the way we have created at a higher low right here. So we're expecting something like this. So the market to create a higher high like this, probably to retest this structure at this place or here, probably we'll have something like this, or maybe come down below like this to create another higher high. Now this is how the market goes. The market doesn't go on a straight line. But if you look at this, for example, let me show you something. Now, looking at this thing right here, now, some people will be like, oh, this thing is a straight line. It looks like straight line, but this is max. Everything that has happened in this market from 1980 to today, that's a lot of years. That's more than 30 years. You can see it looks like it is uptrend. But look at it very closely. If you go to yearly, let's go to yearly, you can see this is the zigzags. But I can tell you where the market is always on the up, but it doesn't go up on a straight line. Now, this is how every market goes. No market goes up on a straight line. This is how we'll be climbing until we get to, for me, I think the cryptocurrency market is going to $100 trillion market by the end of next decade. By the end of 2030, I believe we'll be seeing a market of $100 trillion market capitalization. It is very, very achievable because of the adoption rate of this amazing technology. All right, let's go to let's check Bitcoin. Let me show you what's happening in Bitcoin right now. This is what altcoin chart. You can see the whole market is currently in green. If you have been following me on my Facebook, you remember when I said that we are not anywhere bear market, and I can categorically tell you that we are not anywhere bear market. We are currently I'm very, very bullish. You see what's happening right here? Let me delete this so you can see what's happening. Now, this is where Bitcoin is grabbing liquidity. Now, exactly what happened in the total altcoin chart is playing out here. We have a we had a higher high, then a higher low, and a higher high that was above the previous high. Another higher low. But what next? We need to have another higher high and another. What else will happen? Another higher low. Now, this is how we are going to be trending up. To my opinion, I don't think that we are going to have that kind of blow off top and 2 years bear cycle we had in 2017, in 2018 and 2019. I don't think it will happen. I can tell you, I don't think it will happen because of what? The rate of adoption and the rate of things happening in the cryptocurrency space right now. Now, if you're looking at Ethereum right now, which is really amazing, almost everything is playing out. What happened? We created a higher high and a higher low, another higher high that was more higher than the previous high, and another higher low for us to take another higher high. So this is how we are going to be trending up. I can tell you, we are not anywhere in the bear cycle. I just want you to know that. Now, I believe you understand what I just explained. Now, this is to make you to understand that you don't need to be afraid. All you need to do is to understand a basic rule of how the market goes. And how do you make your judgment? You make your judgment by looking at the higher time frames to be like, oh, what's happening right now? Are we still buying? Are we still selling? Now, all these things, you need to know when you need to buy and when you need to sell. And how do you know that? By understanding very little thing, understanding just how the market goes. You don't need to know so much to be able to make money. Just little thing on when to buy and when not to buy. I believe you understand what I just explained in this video. I can tell you there's a whole lot of value I'm going to be sharing from going forward. There's a whole lot of things, but I'm going to be sharing something. The next video I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be talking about what I learned in this dip. Yeah, I don't know what you learned in this dip, but I'm going to be sharing with you what I learned in this dip and a massive strategy on how you can be in consistent profits and always save your capital. I want to make sure that you are getting so much value in this channel, and I want you to click on the subscribe button and click on the bell notification so you can be getting all our content as we put our content out there. Thank you so much for being in this video, for watching this video to this very end, and see you on the next video. And don't get wrecked.